Hello and welcome, I'm your Code Monkey, and here's a nice December surprise. 2 excellent bundles are now available. I was wondering if this year there would be something to match the absolutely excellent bundles of last year, and finally there's something like it. There is a Unity Mega Bundle. I was planning to do a video just on this one because it does have tons of awesome stuff. And then out of nowhere, Humble Bundle also made a Unity Bundle, also with tons of awesome stuff. As always, these bundles are on a super deep discount, so if just one thing looks interesting, then the Home Bundle is worth it. And regardless of what game you're making, there's definitely more than 2 assets in these that I'm sure you'll find very helpful. So first over here on the Humble Bundle, this one has 30 tools and assets for $35. Technically, you can just pick the first tier. You can just get this one for $1. Maybe if these are the specific assets that you need. But the whole thing has such a huge discount that you might as well just get them all. First thing is the Survival Engine. This one is a fully featured complete survival game template. It features crafting, building, farming. It works in mobile and PC, works in first and third person. These complete templates are always great for quickly making some prototypes, although personally I prefer similar tools that do just one thing. Like for example this next one right here, the Mesh Slicer. Like name implies, this lets you slice some meshes. Now in a previous video I showed how to add destruction to your games. You can slice meshes with ProBuilder, but that tool is experimental and sometimes crashes. So if you want something that just works and has tons of features, including real-time slicing, then this one looks great. Something that helps you make better games is getting feedback from your players, so if so, here's a great feedback form. You can easily receive bug reports from your players, including screenshots and any extra data. Then if you have a car game, here's a tool to help you add vehicle physics. That's one of those things that is really hard to get right, so getting a proper asset is a huge time saver. Or if you want a complete car game template, then the How Road engine would be a great starting point. This one is made by the same developer that made Feel and the Corgi engine and the Top-Down engine, so this is a great asset made by asset professionals. If you have characters, especially in a low poly style, you can make them come alive by adding some talking with this tool. It automatically animates the character's mouth along with some audio. If you have some performance issues, you can try solving that with the Dynamic Mesh Combiner. If you have a 2D game that you want to be squishy, use the 2D softbody. One tiny but very impactful and polished thing is adding a dynamic lean to your characters. You can do that easily with this asset, and this publisher has another one for making some really great tales. Or manage your assets, add some lens flares, pick up a dialogue system, do some visual scripting, get some projectiles, get some tune effects, transfer some files, load something, and so on. So this is a huge bundle with tons of super interesting stuff, and again the whole thing for $35, so if just one of these is interesting, then the whole bundle is worth it. And then Unity has their own Mega Bundle. This one is also excellent. These are 23 assets for $23. Again, a great deal, even if all you need is just one. Here you have a gorgeous stylized environment, or if that's too cheery, check out this industrial factory. Perhaps you need a ton of gorgeous looking auras, or simply a nice post-processing effect to make your scenes look really pixelated. If you're annoyed with how long your code takes to run, then perhaps look into the LiveScript Reload. If you want to make something like an old school retro game, then this template looks excellent. I just recently made a character customization system. You can download the project file for that one and apply it to a pack like this one. Or make your game a bit more spooky and interesting by adding a bunch of fog. You can add a bunch of transitions to make your scene changes a bit more interesting. Then you've got a mobile FPS, you've got the LSS to make your game run much better, a bunch of super useful editor tools, some more UI, a really nice port city, and here is one that I'm actually surprised to see in a bundle. This one looks like a really excellent, really complete game template. I saw this one in one of my asset list videos because it looked really excellent. It's got some automated food placement, then you can make some third-person melee games, you can make a top-down shooter, you can make an FPS game with tons of movement, make it a side-scrolling shooter. It features inventory, it's got mobile support, you can modify the gravity, you can even add some vehicles. So yeah, this one alone looks really impressive, and it has 5-star reviews. I've never used it, but it looks really great. So just this one alone makes the home bundle worth it, and everything else is really just a really nice bonus. Honestly, personally, I really love the state of assets nowadays. When I got started making games, I had to build everything myself, and my games were always visually horrible because I have no skills as an artist. Whereas nowadays, you can just pick up some super useful tools and some really gorgeous assets to help you make some really excellent games. If I was just getting started right now, I would definitely pick up these and spend the next month making several really interesting prototypes with all of these tools and assets. So I really hope that these help you on your game dev journey. As always, the links in the description, those are affiliate links, which means if you click on them and you buy them, it's the same price to you and I get a nice commission. Alright, so thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.